3850, number 2, source 3900.
Sure to stay tuned. I got you. What's good? We back with another episode, TJ and TADA podcast. What's going on, TADA?
What's poppin'?
You're gonna have to speak into the mic.
Good evening. How are you doing today?
Good, good. What you think about that fight this weekend?
It was dope.
Yeah. If you guys missed it, it will be coming on this weekend. I think it's Showtime.
Yeah, but it's all across YouTube.
Yeah. But anyway, if you want to see the full fight, it's going to be on Showtime. Nigga, I got the tape. Oh my God, what a good fight. Or what a good pay-per-view, should I say. What a good display of talent.
Yeah. Underclassmen. Spence, he didn't live up to the hype.
So we got Errol Spence, as you can see on the screen. Errol Spence took a massive beating. Oh my God. That boy got whooped. Oh my God. Yeah, it looked like he got hit with everything.
But Harvey Doc.
Nah, for real. He got whooped on, nigga. I don't know why his corner didn't stop it after the 7th round. He had been knocked down three times. It was no chance of him winning that fight at that point. But the beating continued for another 2 rounds. Not to mention that the doctor did step in the ring.
He tried to save him in round 5. Yeah, he tried to save him.
He tried to send an early message. Boy, that boy was getting whooped. Whooped on. Yeah. And they was both undefeated. It was battle of the wheels. He beat the wheel out that nigga. He beat the life insurance out that nigga.
Yeah.
He whooped that nigga ass. I just can't sugarcoat it. Errol Spence, you got your ass whooped. Don't fight that nigga again.
Ever.
No. That nigga didn't get up till that nigga left the ring. I have not seen a nigga take a beating like that. Damn, probably since Miguel Cotto got beat up by Margarito. And he had plaster wraps in his glove. But damn, Errol Spence. No, shout out to Errol Spence and his team. Hope he okay, but I can't make light of it. You know, I'm sitting back. I see the memes. I know you see the memes. I know this nigga camping right now. No internet connection. Phone off. He probably fishing.
No.
He's nowhere.
Fish was caught. That nigga don't even want to see a fish right now. Period. MMA ear.
That's enough fishing.
That's enough fishing for the season.
Big Fish. That's his nickname, Big Fish. Yeah.
No seafood this way. You know.
Terence
No seafood.
Crawford told him. He said, "I'm gonna whoop your ass."
He treated that nigga like seafood. I see food.
If I raise up, gonna be trouble. If I raise up, gonna be trouble.
Boy, he did whoop on that.
He did.
It was a good build up to the fight. It was supposed to be the best fight in decades, you know.
It was a nice display of Terence Crawford. Just call that nigga the belt snatcher.
Yeah, he did.
Anybody 154 and under, stay away, cause he taking y'all belts hands down.
Was it Jamel Charlo? You next?
Yeah, he next.
At 154, you better fight Canelo at 168. Don't drop back down. Just stay up there, cause
yeah, stay up there for a minute because the belt snatcher is en route. The belt collector.
You know, it might sound like a lot of D riding, but we Terence Crawford fans, you know, we like Errol Spence too, but we knew when that fight got announced, he did not want that fight. I told y'all he did not want that fight.
The eyes don't lie. He had a look.
He dared to be great though.
A child that wanted their parents to save them at that moment could give you. He didn't want that fight. Like, he wanted to call in to work that day.
Oh, yeah. He didn't even want to walk out to the ring.
Yeah.
They should have saved that nigga. You know what I'm saying? They should have faked the
doctor
injury.
Tried. He did. He tried, but they were slow to wake up to what he was doing. He was trying to save him.
Man, that boy.
And then it would have went to the scorecards, and then they could have cheated. You know how they like to cheat.
Or made it close.
They would have made it close.
After 4
draw.
rounds. Yeah.
Exactly. See, now you see.
Boy, his face was changing colors after round 2, and I bullshit you not. His shit was damn near turning pink.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then he started doing the day-day.
Man, oh yeah, that nigga was fighting. If y'all know what the day-day is, we call day-day, you know, day-day for Friday, but he played in the movie with
All About the Benjamin.
with Ice Cube.
He was doing the day-day.
And he was doing the day-day. She was like, but baby, you can't fight.
Yeah. If you go back to round 3. He started doing the day-day.
He had him
in
flinching.
round 3. Yeah. And we knew at that moment that it was over. It was just win. It was a matter of time at that point. And after the doctor came in.
After the doctor came in there, I'm telling you, he was trying to give him a way out, but he wouldn't take it. Errol Spence, boy, you better put your pride in your pocket.
You get out of line. I'm going to do it.
Errol, you don't need more than the belt. I've been getting out of line my whole life, so shit, you got to do what you got to do.
Ooh, I guess he did that then, didn't he? I guess he did that.
This going to be some iconic shit right here. This is going to be legendary shit.
Ooh, them his words, not mine.
In the ring.
Hey,
saw 3 of them.
Everybody know Team Crawford. Y'all know I get active. Let's go.
And that he did. So yeah, moving on to some other news. No, if you really want to be more detailed about that fight, if I broke that fight down, I knew. So I'm gonna tell you what I did. I went to the casino right before the fight when Pitbull Isaac Cruz was fighting, and I placed a bet on Terence Crawford to knock out Errol Spence. Made it back just in time for the fight. Made it back just in time. So once I got back, the fight was taking place. And when I knew it was a good bet is when it was in the second round. And it was crazy. When I say it was crazy, when he went to move him back and Terence Crawford didn't move, it changed the whole landscape of the fight. Because Errol Spence, if you're not familiar with Errol Spence, is a bully style fighter. You know, he a pressure fighter. He fight coming forward. He's not really a good counter puncher, but he has really great fundamentals. You know, he's gonna work the body. He's gonna break you down over a course of rounds. You know what I mean? But every time he hit, but the counters were coming so fast and so hard that it almost froze Errol Spence not to throw, but he kept coming, and you know, he couldn't keep his head off the line. So when Errol Spence would jab, Terence Crawford would jab with him. and he was putting some umph on it. And if y'all didn't know, Terence Crawford, his reach is about 2 inches longer than Errol Spence. So when they hitting each other in his face, Earl was hitting like on, but man, Bud was snapping his head back. As you can see from the pictures, it's an ugly sight. You know, that boy got lumped up pretty bad. You know, I haven't seen a beating like that on pay-per-view, and I'm just being honest. You know, a lot of people gonna sugarcoat it. Earl, great fighter, but it's definitely levels to it. The way he fought, you know, Terence Crawford fought. I wouldn't say he wouldn't beat Floyd. You know, at the level he's fighting at right now. Well, if they fought today, of course he would win. But I'm just saying, Floyd in his prime, that would be something to see right there. That would be something to see. I would guarantee he probably stopped Floyd. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that. Y'all put in the comments what y'all think. What do you think? You think he'll stop Floyd?
I wouldn't even want to see that fight because Floyd is a mastermind with them gloves on. Right
Floyd
now,
nice.
though, right now, Terence Crawford is the man. I like to nickname him Bud the Belt Collector.
I got a nickname already for him, though.
Because anybody, here's the Floyd theory with me, with Bud. You put him in front of me, I'm going to beat him.
Yep, you put him in front of me.
That would be my theory. If I wanted to compare him
and Floyd
to Floyd, I would say you put him in front of me, I beat him. It don't matter who you is, and I like the Charlo brothers now, but I'm a big fan of Bud the Belt Collector because here's the thing, he was already underestimated for so long. Okay, shout out to Earl. Ooh-wee. What his name, Gilly the Kid? Shout out to Gilly the Kid on that loss of them 10 racks on Earl. I know you want the Earl after that.
I saw 3 of them.
I'm just saying.
I saw 3 of them.
You know, because then round 3 he went into the day, and he didn't never recover from that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't cash in on that lottery ticket that night like he thought he was.
Everything went wrong for him.
Everything he said he was going to do. You can go all the way back to the first episode.
Big stepping.
Everything he said he was gonna do to Bud the Belt Collector
End up happening
to him. So it was like he talked that ass whooping into existence.
He said it was gonna be a one-sided ass whooping,
and it was,
but it's not in his favor.
Not in his favor.
I'm gonna tell you this though, strap season. I ain't bullshitting. A nigga whoop my ass like that, I'm going to get the strap.
You know what?
I'm going.
I don't think he wanted to really know. Once he got popped with that jab,
that nigga beat his ass, man.
He didn't want to know what was behind door number 4 for real. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like he knew.
But I'm gonna tell you
he
this:
was gonna get his ass whooped when he came out to the ring. He knew.
He went out as a fighter. Like, he didn't recognize what he was doing wrong, but he still wanted to fight. The heart was there. The corner wasn't telling him the right shit. I'm gonna just tell you, it ain't firing him. He just
sent him back to training camp.
He couldn't assess the situation fast enough to make the adjustments. But like they told you, Earl, Bud got a lot of tools in them tool belt. That boy, last beating I seen like that is when Manny Pacquiao beat up De La Hoya. But it wasn't that bad. Nigga, he wasn't even letting your blood drip. He beat you swole.
That told a different story. His blood didn't drip. Therefore, he probably was already dehydrated before he got in the ring.
Yeah, I will say this. I'm gonna say this. Like, no, real spill. I'm gonna keep it real. When I seen the fight and I seen Earl walk out, it didn't look like the Errol Spence that I'm used to seeing coming out. I don't know if it was the stage, the lights, if it was the weight drain, whatever the case. He didn't look like himself, and I'm gonna say that, and I'm being honest. And I thought that, that didn't change my outlook on the fight. It just, that's one of the things I did notice. One thing I did see is him trying to fight the fight that he normally fight, but it just looked like he was either weak or Terence was super strong, because Terence was pushing that boy around the ring, and then them punches was like, it wasn't like Errol was able to take those punches. It was really touching him. You know what I mean? He was really agitated because that jab, it kept his nose bleeding.
I think it was both. I think Errol was weak. I think he was mentally overprepared.
Everybody a bitch ass nigga.
And I think he was physically underprepared. Like, he switched. You know how they say, if it's working, don't.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it. And that's what I think he did wrong. I think he overprepared physically.
And underestimated him.
Yeah, because naturally.
Because he coming up from a lower weight class, and he like, well, you ain't fought nobody. You ain't fought nobody.
But he have.
And what it is, it wasn't that he didn't fight nobody. He made him look like nobody. And now that you done tasted what this man got to offer, the fight wasn't even close enough to run it back, bro. I could see if you was getting off a little bit, you was hitting him, bro. It looked like he didn't even break a sweat whooping your ass. He just was just beating the brakes off you. Like, honestly, yeah, don't rematch him. I would take some time off. I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd take a tune-up fight or something. Don't. Yeah, get with Floyd, have him work on your defense, keep your head off the line, and you gotta get your feet out the sandbox, bro. You moving around like you got cement shoes on, and then another thing, you lunging. Stop lunging so much, and that's where he was getting you at, cause you would try to jab him, and he would step back. You know what I'm saying? He'd take an angle on you, and he'd step right back in. He right back in punching range. And you all stretched out, and you gotta. And what I didn't understand, if you the taller fighter, why was he leaning on you? That means you wasn't fighting standing up. He was taking advantage of a lot of things. Another thing he took advantage of, I don't mean to run the clock, but this is another thing. When you are a pressure fighter, you cut off the ring, you apply pressure. If you got him against the ropes and he turned you, now his back is to the middle of the ring. Now he got the whole ring to run. I don't know if he was just physically stronger than you, or you just didn't think to stop letting him turn you. But, boy, nigga, don't take that rematch. What you think? What's your final assessment?
It's just a no. It's just a no.
Oh, it ain't just a no. Who would you say Charlo to fight next?
I wouldn't suggest he fight Terence Crawford because he's gonna lose. And remember, you heard it here first. Terence is gonna
I asked the wrong question. I meant who Terence should fight next.
Terence should fight whoever want to step in front of him so they can get beat. But in his boots, don't do it. You up and coming.
Yeah, we like boots.
We like boots. Boots, don't do it. Not yet. I mean,
fight
I know
Earl
you want. I know
fight
you want to
Earl
be
first.
I know you want to get your accolades in early. I know you know you got the buzz going right now, but see, you keep them buzzing. That's when you do the Mayweather to him. Do the Mayweather to him. Do the pretty boy Floyd to him for a minute before you switch over to the money Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Tease him a little bit. Show him what you got. But don't jump in there. You know what I'm saying? And go into a Crawford fight, because the chances of you getting what you want, it ain't gonna happen right now. This is really that Bud moment. This is a Bud era.
Just look at this though. Even if Bud lost to Boots, just say he lost. He had already obtained the 4 titles. He's the first one to do it in that weight class, the males. And then on top of that, if he fight the Charlo, say the Charlo don't lose to Canelo, and he fight him for the belts, he could be unified in 3 divisions. That's 12 belts and still not take a loss.
Listen. You gotta think of the political side. You gotta always consider the politics, especially in boxing.
Yeah, who want belts?
Who care about all them belts when they still feel like they got so much to prove? Now, as far as collecting belts, y'all gonna have a problem if he beat the Charlos, because now he is the man. He already the man, but he really the man because now everybody gotta see him. It don't matter what weight class, whatever weight class he holding the belt in, you got to see him. And if he got all the belts, you know you can't do nothing with him. So, Boots, wait a minute. Bud, keep doing your thing. Errol, take the rest of the year off.
This is what he used to look like.
Make sure your mind right.
He used to look like that.
He got hitched. That's what happened.
Yeah.
On Saturday, he got hitched. That ain't nothing no Benadryl can help him with.
He was allergic to that nigga gloves.
He was allergic to that nigga, period. You can tell through all that press that Bud Crawford gave him allergic reaction. He didn't want that. Somebody wanted it for him. That was the wrong decision.
And I say this, your coaches can't fight for you. Tell them to stop talking you into an ass whooping like that. That, you know, I seen it on 24/7. He got smart with Crawford. Crawford was just saying what's up.
Yeah.
And then your homeboy, your people at the press conference, and then you told him you was going to throw dirt on him. That's like almost that's a threat. But y'all, I thought you was going to back it up or...
He tried, but it wasn't
what he... Did you even pinch? I think you need to that nigga. You need to press charges. He tried to kill you in there.
No, he let that. You know what I took from that? Honestly,
that nigga need to.
No shade.
Somebody.
What I took from that?
No, real spill. What's going on?
He sent a message to anybody who think. Literally, he sent a message to any boxer out there that think they want some bud.
I do you one better. He didn't just do that. He created himself a pay-per-view attraction.
That too.
So now, anytime he headline on a pay-per-view, it's gonna do numbers because they want to see if he could do that to another fighter.
I bet you he can do Mayweather numbers.
I bet you he could. I wouldn't say Mayweather numbers.
I bet you he could do Mayweather
numbers.
numbers.
I wouldn't say that. No, it take a lot to. No, I wouldn't say that.
I mean, Mayweather. If you got Mayweather vouching for him.
When we say Mayweather numbers, what are we talking? Buys or money?
We're talking like buys. Being that he's a knockout artist, the type of attraction he is.
Yeah, 1.2.
I think he do numbers at the gate. I think he can sell out now. If not exact Mayweather numbers, he can definitely crush the gate.
Yeah, he'll do.
Because I'm sure going to the next fight. I'm sure I'm gonna be there.
It won't be Earl, nigga.
No, it won't be Earl.
Earl ain't gonna. He gonna retract that statement. They gonna talk to him.
We gotta start calling him Errol for real. We gotta make sure Errol. That way.
Say his name like he says his name.
That way, Errol.
Errol.
Earl or Earl. He can't be Errol. He ain't cool like that right now.
Not even that. This ain't his era.
This ain't his era. That's right, Errol, that way. Oh, man.
Yeah, go to 154. And if that nigga move up, go to 168. I'm telling you, just keep eating or don't fight.
I would definitely
that nigga gonna chase you up the heavyweight.
You know what? And here's something else that I noticed, though, watching that fight. He really wasn't that much bigger than Terence Crawford.
He said, hey, no.
For real. He wasn't that much bigger.
That's why I said he could have been weight drained, but he said this.
It's going to be some iconic shit, right?
It's going to be some what?
Hold on, but look.
You got out of line. I'm going to do it.
Errol, you don't need more than the bill. I've been getting that line my whole life, so shit, you gotta do what you gotta do.
He did that too.
I'm gonna say this though.
He did that.
He said he gonna need more than the belt. Boy, he whooped your ass. Just
in front of everybody.
In front of your kids and shit like that. Your mom and them
Mom.
took your belts and
All of
then
'em.
turned around and gave them back to you. Now, if that, when I say he whooped your ass, we see your face, bro. Let me move this out the
He
way.
got an MMA ear. That mean it was some shit going on.
Your team they did you a disservice. They should have had you some shades or something.
They ain't even come prepared for that L.
No, see, when you're not used to losing, it's different. So he wasn't ready
They
for
could have
that.
borrowed. As many people in this camp probably thought they was fly with some shades on. You couldn't borrow a pair. That's the look you want to cover up.
Man.
He got hitched that night. Man, he looked like a little wheel, don't he?
Jamel Charlo, he got the belts in the other joint, so I'm telling you, and bro, Terence Crawford gonna be a problem. Now you said he got problems in front of him, which was Earl. He took care of that problem. He said he was coming for you, bro. So, yeah, after you fight Canelo, make it a close fight so you could rematch it and kind of drag it out a little bit. You don't want to fight him. Just stay up at that weight.
Not only that, they got the blueprint now. Okay?
Oh, my God.
They got the blueprint now. So, you need to tighten up that
you
jab, too.
Earl. I know
Yeah.
you sparred with Earl, and you thought Earl was great. Earl thought Earl was great. And you know what that shit is? It's like a Chrysler 300 looked like a Phantom until a Phantom pull up.
Yeah.
That nigga looked like a unified champion.
Until the Undisputed showed up. And then it was over.
And it let you know there's levels to this shit.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? This TG and TADA, man, we signing out. We just talking shit. We back on our shit. Let's go.